Hey there, welcome back to English with an Espresso, where we serve you a daily shot of useful English to boost your fluency, especially for the IELTS exam. Today, we are talking about a simple but powerful phrase, speaking of. It is one of those natural connectors that can make your English sound smooth, confident, and fluent. Just what IELTS examiners love to hear. Speaking of, so what does it mean? Speaking of is used to introduce a new topic that is related to what was just mentioned. It is like saying, that reminds me, in a more structured way. For example, speaking of travel, have you ever been to Italy? You are smoothly shifting from one idea to another while staying on the topic. So, why we use speaking of in IELTS? So, the first reason is it shows conversational fluency. Secondly, it helps you to connect your ideas naturally, especially in part 3. Finally, it makes your answers more dynamic and engaging. Let's go through some examples to see how it works in real conversations. First, speaking of food, I tried a new Thai place yesterday and it was amazing. Meaning, you are linking from a previous mention of food. Second, speaking of studying, I really need to catch up on my IELTS prep. Meaning, someone may have just mentioned school or focus. Third, speaking of exercise, how is your gym routine going? Meaning, maybe someone brought up health or routines. Okay, now why we should use this phrase in your IELTS speaking test? Here's why. Firstly, it makes your answers sound cohesive and connected. Secondly, it shows natural fluency and the ability to extend conversations. Third, it helps you transition smoothly in part 3 when you need to expand your ideas or connect topics. It's a small praise, but it adds a big impact. How to use speaking of in IELTS answers. In IELTS speaking part 1, personal responses. When you go to action, do you like outdoor activities? You can say, yes, I love hiking. Speaking of nature, I also enjoy camping on weekends. In IELTS speaking part 2, storytelling, when you get a action like describe a memorable trip you have taken, you can start saying, last year I visited the Malaysia. Speaking of travel, it made me realize how important it is to take breaks from technology. In IELTS speaking part 3, when you get a action like what are the benefits of physical education in schools? Of course, those are opinions and broader topics. You can start saying it helps students stay active. Speaking of education, I think schools should also teach mental health awareness. Okay, Band 9 Pro Tip. Practice using speaking of during mock speaking sessions. It is especially useful when you are giving extended answers and need a way to smoothly move to a related idea. Try using it in your real conversations too. The more natural it feels, the more fluent you will speak during the IELTS test. And that's your special shot of English learning for today. Use speaking of to link ideas naturally in your next IELTS response. And watch how much more fluent and confident you sound. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more quick and powerful English lessons. Thanks for tuning in. to English with an Espresso. See you in the next episode. Thank you.